Hello, everybody, and welcome. How is everyone doing? It has been a lots of energy this week. I've talked to quite a few people who are definitely feeling the feels that Pisces energy is still with us, and it's just for a little bit longer. So hang in there if you are feeling your feels. I know I was feeling mine yesterday. So go with the ebb and flow. And I wanted to pop in today and continue our conversation about dreaming big and about taking next steps. This energy is going to start to lift. We are going to be stepping into more active energy. We've got a full moon on Friday. We have the equinox on Sunday, and we're going to be stepping into Aries energy, more active energy. And when we do that, we're going to feel likely a bit more motivated. But I wanted to give you some practical steps in terms of, really starting to look at these things that we've been dreaming into this month. And as we are in prepare mode, I'm calling it energetic preparing mode, which may look like rest. So, number one, I want to give you permission to rest and to use your own tools to stay connected to you, to stay grounded, and really to start to look at how you are feeling about what you've been dreaming into. Are you ready to greenlight those big dreams? If you're not feeling ready, like I said, it's totally understandable. And so, and besides from all the astrological energy that we have going on, what I know is true is that as we start to look to expand, to step into something new or a bigger energy maybe than we've been in before, this beautiful brain starts to go on high alert and wants to keep us safe. So it will start to give us lots of reasons why we can't or we shouldn't or why it isn't possible. So I want to give you some ways that you can counteract that so that it feels more easeful to be taking action. So one of the things I want to remind all of us, myself included, is that big dreams take time to put into action. There's a lot of folks out there who will say that, just do XYZ and boom, you're going to be making $10,000 a month or you're going to be reaching thousands of people. And while that can be true, what is more often true is that it's a journey and one that is unique for each of us, which is beautiful because then it's matching our energy. So, I wanted to give you 3 steps, 3 keys that I believe will help to marry your vision with practical and actionable steps. And so that you can really take that next step forward when you are ready, which likely won't be till next week or even maybe the week after. So, number one, give yourself permission and space to implement and allow it to be a process and an unfolding. If we try to push, we'll get overwhelmed, we'll drain our energy. If we can allow for a process and move through with intention, we can really take time at each step along the journey to take a pause, to review our project progress, make adjustments as necessary. In addition, this will ensure that along the way, you're honoring how you want to feel, be, and experience your life and business. So oftentimes we'll say, okay, I want this by this date or time or, in this way. Look at that and can you give yourself a little more breathing room? Can you stretch that out a bit? Can you set some intentions around timing, but be flexible so that you're not feeling this sense of urgency? We want to maintain the excitement of dreaming big. We don't want to get into this sense of overwhelm because, oh my goodness, now I have to make this happen. We want it to be a joyful and fun process, which means giving ourselves space and time to implement. So that's number one. Where can you give yourself a little bit more permission and space? What does that look like for you? When would you like to see this dream actualized? And then maybe add a little bit of time or just a permission slip, as I talked about last week, to let that timeline stretch. Okay. So then the next piece is, how do we counteract those loving gremlins that will show up and say, hey, you can't do this. You shouldn't do this. One of the most powerful ways to do this, it's something that my son has learning differences. And so I used to talk to him all the time about chunking out his work because he would see all these things he had to do, and it would just put him into overwhelm. And so if you can break your project, your idea into steps, start with research. What is you going to need to make this process easy? Steps to create, steps to implement. Chunk things out in a journey. I'll look at what do I need to prepare? What do I need to know before I can actually move? There's always a prep phase before we can move into taking action steps, before we can actually implement, make the offer, whatever that looks like. So if you can chunk things out, it will help you to stay connected to that dream and not feel so overwhelmed. And then if you've been around me for a minute, you've heard me talk about an empowered to-do list um, and the one thing for the day. So choose one thing for the day, for each day, or each day that you're going to work on this project or this dream that you believe will move the meter. And so maybe you've got 20 things on this list, but what's one thing that will move you towards that vision? Just do that. And if you have more time, you can always grab another thing from the list. But this brain will start to feel this sense of accomplishment because you've gotten that one thing done and it is moving the meter. So that's number two. Number three is get support in whatever way that makes sense for you in your business. Maybe you need technical support to get this done. Maybe you just need moral support to get this done. Maybe you need mindset support. Maybe you're not even sure where to start and you need someone to help you create the roadmap so that you can chunk it out. Over the next few days and weeks, if you're dreaming big, really honor your knowing and your intuitive guidance and decide what it is that you might need to help you feel supported on this journey. When we dream big, it is an opportunity to really step into a new way of being, but the doing can feel overwhelming. So get support so that you can do in your beingness and work your way towards those goals and dreams. Making sense? So if you're watching this on replay, #replay, let me know your thoughts. And I give you a little bonus tip today, being with the energy that we're in and then what we're looking towards. So use this energy of this upcoming full moon and the equinox to clarify your vision and your intentions. And really, I had someone message me and say that they were, you know, not really sure what the big dream should look like or what they're really dreaming into. Just focus on how you feel. That was my recommendation. How do you want to feel in your business? What do you want things to be like? So don't get caught up in the how yet. You can get support around that. That will come. The universe will fill in the blanks. But knowing how you want to feel, be, and experience, that is the best guide to bringing your desires to life, to really stepping into possible. So remember, it's not impossible, it's impossible, and you got this. So honoring you and your visions and your dreams, dream big. You are amazing. The world needs you and the work that you're doing in the world. So remember those 3 steps. Give yourself permission for a little more space to implement. Counteract those gremlins by chunking things down. Remember the one thing for the day. And number three, get support. That's going to really help you to take your vision, your dream into reality. All right, my friends, and I'd love to hear what you are dreaming into. So drop a note in the comments. I will have some more information about what I've been dreaming into for you in the next few days and some exciting things to share with you next week as well. So sending you so much love and a reminder that all it takes is a little bit of heart power. All right, I'll see you soon.